Cito, what's up? Sepmus here with another tutorial, and today I'm gonna walk you through the TAC staking process. So to kick things off, what is TAC? TAC is a purpose-built layer 1 blockchain built on the Cosmos SDK, and it's fully EVM compatible, and the main purpose of the chain is to combine EVM applications and bring it to the Ton blockchain and to the Telegram ecosystem to onboard like 1 billion users to crypto applications like DeFi's, NFTs, and beyond. And now let's directly dive in and let's figure out what we have to do in order to stake TAC. And a fun fact, TAC also stands for Telegram Application Chain, and it went live on July 15th, and the token is tradable on sexes like Bybit, Kraken, or Binance, and of course other DEXs that you can check out here on CoinMarket, on CoinGecko, scrolling down over here at markets, and you can filter through sexes like we said, Bybit, Kraken, BitGet, or DEXs, and currently TAC is only available on the Binance Smart Chain as it seems, but more on that in a second. And TAC currently trades around 1 cent. It has a market cap of 19 million and an FTV of 49 million. All right, so what do we need in order to interact with the TAC chain? We need an EVM wallet. So over here, just use Phantom, MetaMask, Kepler, whichever wallet you prefer to interact with the EVM side of things. And I suppose, just like me, you already have such a wallet. But in order to interact with the Ton and Telegram side of things, we need to install a Ton eligible or a Ton compatible wallet, and that's what we're gonna do right now. So here it gives us multiple options. This is the wallet in Telegram. Not sure, of course it should work as well, but for the sake of this tutorial I think I will go with the Tonkeeper, since I've heard of this wallet before. And let's download the browser extension for our desktop. So here we see the Tonkeeper wallet, and we simply add it as an extension to our browser, and then we download it. So here it is. All right, get started. Let's create a new wallet. And the wallet has been created, and as usual, now we have to write down the seed phrase and store it at a secure place. So this is our seed phrase. Let me shortly write it down. So now we have to confirm the seed phrase that we just stored. So here they want us to insert the fourth word. All right, now let's create a password. There we go. Account, let's call it Cito Zone. And we want to access Ton assets and USDC. Looks good. All right, now we have successfully downloaded the Tonkeeper wallet. Let's pin it to our taskbar. And let's head back to the TAC Bridge. So now we need some TAC. So you can either buy it on a centralized exchange and send it over to your EVM address, and from there we bridge it over to Ton, or you buy it on a decentralized exchange like we seen before. We can trade it on markets. We can trade it on PancakeSwap. All right, now let's head over to PancakeSwap and purchase some TAC, and just make sure to always use the right clicks for that. I simply recommend using Twitter. Look for the PancakeSwap, and usually they link to their official website or application directly in their bio. So first, let's connect our wallet. We choose MetaMask in this case. Perfect. And then let's see if they have some TAC. Hey, there you go. All right, let's swap 50% into TAC. Confirm the swap. Damn, it's been a long time. I've used PancakeSwap the last time, but it seems to function well, and we've successfully bought 200 TAC. All right, so now we have the TAC token in our EVM wallet, and we have to bridge it over to the Ton blockchain. Therefore, we come here to bridge.tac.build. You can find, of course, all the links in the video description. So let's connect our EVM wallet first. let's go with MetaMask one more time. We connect it to the TAC blockchain and we approve it. So, but now we have 0 TAC. Now I have to figure out how to get TAC from the Binance chain over to the TAC chain and then to Ton. Let's see how we do that. So after a few minutes of research, I figured out how to transfer TAC from the Binance chain to the native TAC chain. And yeah, big shout out to Grog, my new dear helper and friend, and they recommended Stargate, the bridge to bridge between Binance chain and the TAC chain. But yeah, if you follow this tutorial, of course, you can follow all of my steps. But if you just want to get exposure to TAC, I highly recommend buying it on a centralized exchange and then send it from there directly to the TAC chain. So you can skip several steps that we go through in this tutorial. All right, so here over on Stargate, again, we connect our wallet, MetaMask, and then we start bridging. So we want to bridge here TAC on BNB to the native TAC chain. And let's just bridge everything over to TAC, hit transfer, it's pretty cheap, costs less than a cent. And of course we have to pay some transaction fees, but it's just 2 cents in BNB and we should be good to go. Perfect, our transaction went through as we can see here. So yeah, now it's time to head back to the official TAC dev site bridging page. So let's refresh it for a second and then we can connect our MetaMask with the TAC bridge, and there you go. Now we have 208 TAC in our TAC wallet on the TAC chain, and now we can connect the Ton wallet, which we just installed a few minutes ago. Let's connect it. We choose the Tonkeeper and the browser extension, and here it pops up, and we connect. Perfect. All right, so now let's see how it works. Let's click on TAC. Native TAC, yeah, we wanna bridge. So let's bridge half of it, like 104, to our wallet. Let's just double check if the address is the right one. How do I check the address here? Receive. UC, yeah, perfect. Confirm the bridge. So you have to pay a fee of 48 TAC for the bridge, which is not super high, as like 1 TAC is worth a little bit less than 1 cent, but just keep that in consideration. So you're actually bridging 104 TAC, and the fee is deducted from the remaining TAC balance in your wallet. All right, let's confirm. Success. Yeah, this time it went super fast. Let's click on OK, and soon we should have some TAC on the Ton blockchain. So here it got deducted, and then we can interact with the Telegram ecosystem, and that's also super interesting for developer, because Telegram is like one of the most used mobile application on the world with more than 1 billion users, which is really a lot. All right, now we can head over to the official StakeCito, of course, the validator of CryptoCito and the Cito Zone. They just joined the TAC mainnet as a validator, and we would highly appreciate you guys delegating your TAC to us. And therefore, just head over to staking.tac.build. Here on the official TAC staking interface, we can finally stake our TAC and earn some juicy staking rewards. But before you do that, just make sure that you also hold a little bit of Ton in your wallet next to the TAC that we're gonna stake. Otherwise you cannot pay the transaction or the gas fees. And yeah, I just recommend you to go through a centralized exchange, buy a little bit of Ton there and send it over to your native Ton wallet. This is just the fastest way. I tried to do it the decentralized route, and what a struggle it was, but yeah, there we are. So let's go to the final step of this tutorial and stake some TAC. So here you see all the validators in the active set. There are still some foundation validators, I suppose. And over here you can see the commission. So most validators have a 10% commission. Here are some with 90% commission. Please do not delegate to those, because they're taking away most of your staking fees. And over here we see StakeCito with a super low commission of 5%. And just here in the other column you see the staking APR. So here, if you stake with validators charging a 10% commission, you will receive a staking APR of 55%. And of course here, those that charge a 90% commission, you will only receive a 6% staking APR, and with StakeCito we receive the highest staking APR of 58%. All right, let's click on delegate. Then we can choose the amount of TAC we want to delegate to this validator. And if we stake, just be aware that there is an unlock period of 21 days to receive back your funds. So yeah, let's go with 100 TAC and delegate to StakeCito. Of course, we would highly appreciate all of you delegating to our validator just to support us for those tutorials and everything else we do to contribute to the ecosystem. Let's confirm the transaction. We have to enter our password, and then you can accept or approve the transaction. Let's wait for a few seconds, and that should be it. The transaction is still processing in the background or pending, and it usually takes up to 2 minutes. And yeah, after it's done, balances will be updated automatically. You can close this window and check the balance later. All right, so let's close this window and I'll be back soon. And there we go. We successfully staked 100 TAC. Here the front end has updated. And yeah, over here we see that we staked 100 TAC. We have a total of 104 TAC, so 4 TAC are still liquid in our wallet, and we could potentially already claim our staking reward. So remember, once a week at least, check in to claim and restake your staking rewards. And here are the validators we delegated to. In our case, it's StakeCito with 100 TAC, and here are all the claimable rewards. So that's everything for today. I hope you enjoyed this staking tutorial, and yeah, I hope to see you the next time. And yeah, Sepmos out.